Mom was out walking with her 3 boys, and she's got stair-step boys. They're 2, 4, and 6. And little Nico, who is 4 years old, had his stuffy, which is a stuffed Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, has him with him all the time, took him out on all the walks. Well, you know how brothers do. Brothers sometimes torment each other a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, his younger brother grabbed Rudolph, his stuffy, and threw it over like the railing of the bridge they were walking across.
No.
Yeah. And he fell down into, the ravine, into some icy water. And they live in Canada, so it's not like they could just run down there and get it. I mean, it was frozen. No way they could get it. Finally, the oldest brother, remember he's 6, told Mom, go on social media. They'll help you find it. Or rescue Rudolph. And so they did. She posted on social media. There were people that got involved around the neighborhood to help rescue Rudolph, and even an agency in their town. And they were able to get him back to Nico.
Look at that. I like he calls his Rudolph Stuffy.
Oh, yeah. That's a thing now. Kids are calling their stuffed animals stuffies.
I had no idea.
I didn't know until last week when my granddaughter has a stuffy.
She's got her own little stuffy.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
I have to ask Liz this question because I don't know a lot about cooking. I mean, I burn toast, right? I can almost make a scrambled egg, and then I put that on too high on the burner, and that even burns. But I'll eat it. I don't care. But olive oil helps you to have a longer life? What is it about olive oil?
I don't know, other than it's supernatural, but I know that we use a lot of olive oil. My son, Luke, has started cooking over the last couple of years, and he uses olive oil every single time, just about. Doesn't matter what he's cooking. But they say, about a half a tablespoon a day helps fight off things like cancer, Alzheimer's. I mean, like all kinds of diseases.
Yeah, heart disease, lung disease, and just a half a tablespoon of olive oil a day, they say, helps that. That's amazing.
Yeah, and if you're making dinner and you're going to make, some sort of meat, steak or chicken or whatever, a half a tablespoon is actually probably a little more than you need. But hey, slap it on there. Live longer.
Well, I guess you would spread it out throughout the day then, right?
You could, or, if you're making for your family, I mean, I guess you would use a lot more than that, but you can mix it and make a salad dressing with olive oil. You can have it on a sandwich.
Put it on your cereal in the morning.
I don't think I would do that.
Your toast.
Doesn't go well with Captain Crunch.
It doesn't.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
It's always cool when somebody steps in, helps you make your dreams come true. It's his morning crew with Rob and Liz, his radio.
Yeah, like this person who was in their music store that they absolutely love, and they notice there's a young man. His name is Fallon. Fallon is impacted by Williams syndrome. But Fallon loves music, and he loves guitars. And so this person's like, are they in here a lot? Yeah. I noticed that he had this one guitar, this person said. He goes, yeah, he loves that guitar, but they can't afford it right now. So they said, I'll buy it for him. Next time they come in. They come in a lot? Yeah. Well, next time he comes in, just give him the guitar. Well, he bought the guitar, and it sat back there behind the counter for a day, a week, a couple of months goes by. The family just disappeared. Until one day, the family walks in. They're like, Fallon, finally, you're here. You know that guitar you like? Yeah. Someone bought it for you. Here it is.
Oh, my goodness. Why were they gone so long, I wonder?
They moved to Texas.
Oh.
They came back to visit family.
Oh, well, I'm so glad they came back because, I mean, the timing of all of that. Somebody decides I'm going to buy the guitar, and then they move. What?
And then they move, and they're far away, and they had no idea. And the music store didn't know how to get a hold of the family, or they would have. They're like, we would have called if they would have answered their phone, but they moved. So now Fallon has the guitar of his dreams. He's been dreaming to have this guitar.
Well, came true. That's a reality now.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
Liz is not feeling too well. As a matter of fact, she's been home since yesterday, working from her home studio. How you feeling today?
I'm still tired. I'm getting there. I'm doing my best. Little cough, but I'll get there.
And what a champ she is. I mean, waking up, walking 17 steps into her home studio.
That's about it. Is a flight of stairs, so give me cred where cred is due.
Oh, you do come from downstairs, upstairs?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I haven't been invited over to the house yet.
You want to come over now?
No, not now. Not with a lady with
think.
a fever, infecting the family. Eric's here at 800-447-7234. What's up, Eric?
I would like to say a prayer over Liz.
Oh, please do. Go ahead and pray.
Our dear blessed Heavenly Father, we need Liz back at the station. She is an inspiration and a joy to hear. Please heal her body, heal her mind, and her spirit. Bring her back to us. We love you, and we love this group. They are one big family. Bless them and all that they do. Amen.
Eric, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy morning to just set it aside and pray for me. I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And we're hearing a lot of people that are praying for you, Liz.
That means so much to me. It really does that you would take time to remember me in your prayers.
Yeah, and no excuse for not getting better with all this praying going on.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
The new baby donkey that is named Betty White. That's intriguing to me. I'm thinking, okay, that's nice. I understand. She just passed away. But it turns out that this baby donkey was born at the Peaceful Valley Donkey Rescue in Texas, where Betty White had donated to constantly.
Oh, you're hearing a lot about where she donated to animal activists and farms and things like this, which is really cool. And so people are paying homage to Betty White, but a donkey named Betty White. That's
yeah.
funny.
Hey, Betty. And then it kicks you later on in life, And then I started thinking about the story behind some unique names. Maybe you have a story, 800-447-7234, but that would be interesting.
Yeah, I have a friend who, and I'm not sure exactly of the story, but it was someone that her dad served in the military with that made a huge impact. All of their children, and they have 6 children, their names start with Leo. So there's like Leo Ann, Leonel, Leonard, Leo Van, Leo Reed. I mean,
really?
It's just,
that's interesting.
It's very cool, but he has Leo in homage to his friend for all of his kids.
800-447-7234. Would love for you to join the conversation.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
Hearing about how an animal rescue that have been benefited by Betty White donating to them actually named a donkey that was just born after Betty White. So we started thinking about how names came about. At 800-447-7234, it's Rob and Liz, his radio.
Oh, my goodness. Yvonne said my nephew was named after a vacuum cleaner, the Electrolux. They didn't name him Electrolux. They named him Elec because they couldn't figure out a name. And so there was a vacuum cleaner in the room the day he was born, and that's where they got him.
No. Okay, so let's see. Liz, if you were to name a kid today based off of something that you see in your room, what is it?
iPad.
Yo, Pad. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, Ninja, based off of something you see in the room right now, you're going to name your kid. What would it be?
Coffee cup.
Yo, Cup. Yo, Cough. How you doing? Jake's one of our producers. What about you, Jake? Something in the room. Quick.
Pillow.
What?
Pillow.
Pillow? Where's a pillow in here?
There's
Who's
a pillow?
taking a nap? Are you taking a nap?
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
Do I really need to say this out loud? I'm sorry if it's offensive, but we'll need to file for our taxes soon.
Ugh,
Right?
it's the worst. Nobody looks forward to that.
No, I mean, who does? That's not a joy for a lot of people unless it's your vocation. But there's a couple of free sites that I saw that are available, like Free Tax USA to submit your taxes, and the OLT.com, which is short for online taxes, OLT, onlinetaxes.com. And then when I was digging into it, I'm like, I'm always skeptical. I'm sorry. But I'm like, there's got to be a catch. Not everything is free. And so there is a catch when filing the state taxes through these.
Yeah, but there are ways you can get around it. From what I saw, at least on the Free Tax USA, it could cost as little as the cost of a stamp, which is nice. We usually go through TurboTax, and they said that TurboTax, which we've never been able to do the free one, but they're not going to offer a free option this year. So I know a lot of people are going to be scrambling to find that free option.
We'll probably still use TurboTax because all our stuff is saved on it. You don't have to resubmit all that or re-enter all that stuff. But what I learned was that I'm like, why does it cost to do the state taxes on the free things? And that's because all states have separate tax codes. So it's a little more work for the system. There's more stuff they have to put in.
Oh, gotcha. But it's fairly nominal, isn't it? Like 10, $15, something like that.
If you can afford it, yeah.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
The Olympics are coming up. You know what I learned just the other day? We have the
What's
Winter and the Summer Olympics this year.
Oh, yeah, I guess so, because they're kind of playing catch up a little bit, right?
Yeah, they are. So, and both the Winter Olympics coming up next month and then end of July, the Summer Olympics, they're both in Beijing.
Oh, what? Well, that's convenient.
Very convenient and very unusual. So, yeah, so all that's coming up this year. So we got Olympics all year long, it seems like. I don't know if you're into speed skating or not. I think it's a tremendous sport.
Oh, absolutely. I used to watch, is it Dan Jensen, I think, that I used to really enjoy watching, but I haven't watched it recently.
That guy was fast.
He is
Oh, my
crazy
word.
fast.
So there's Erin Jackson, who is really trying hard to be a part of the Olympics. She's like 20 from Ocala, Florida. And Brittany is her teammate, Brittany Bowe. Brittany is fast, let me tell you. And she qualified for the Olympics, and it kind of knocked Erin out. But Brittany said, hey, you know what? No. I'm going to decline my spot to speed skate in the Winter Olympics, and gave it to Erin. And so now Erin Jackson is on her way to the Winter Olympics in Beijing because Brittany said, I decline my position on the 500-meter team. I don't need to do that because she's already made the inline skating team.
So she's going anyway.
She's going anyway, but not in speed skating. So she's going to just really focus on this. And I mean, it's really historic, too, because she made the Olympic team, and this is history. 4 years ago, she was the first black woman to qualify for the U.S. Olympic team in long track speed skating.
Wow. Look at her go and doing this for her best friend so they get to enjoy it together.
Well, and Erin's like, I owe everything to Brittany. She's allowing me to go. She could have said, I'll do this so she could get a gold and medal in 2 different parts of the Olympics, in sports. But no, she felt it, strongly enough that Erin should get to go to the Olympics, and she is now.
That's self-sacrifice.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
Melanie graduated from college just a couple weeks ago, and she had a very special classmate along with her. It was her grandpa.
Oh, for real? How nice.
I know. Evidently, this is a thing that they do together because they also graduated from a different college a couple of years ago, like a community college. And then they went on together to the University of Texas. So she graduated in communications, and Grandpa, oh yeah, by the way, he's 88 years old.
Really?
He graduated in economics. And I think Grandpa, after all of his years, he's probably got some life experience he can take into that economics degree as well.
He probably was teaching it a little bit. I wonder what his internship was like. Where did he intern?
And what's his next move? Where's he going to go work? Wall
Yeah,
Street? Maybe.
time to start the career.